Hey, hey, hey. Looks like everybody's muted. All right. Well, that part's going all right. Nice. Outstanding. Here they all come. Perfect. All right. For those of you joining, you're going to be auto muted until we play. We're going to have a little video that we'll play. And then we will follow up with a toast as soon as we complete. Go ahead and share my screen. If I can find it. All right. Nice. Well, everybody's really on time here. This is amazing. This is a lot different than the real Monktoberfest.
Hey, now we're always at the door at 10 a.m.
Well, put it this way, I don't see you until several minutes past that. So as far as I know, you're all late.
Time zones are hard, Steve.
Time zones are the worst. Don't even get me started on daylight savings. We'll be here a long time. All right. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. All right. Okay, so we're still a minute before. Nicely done. I don't think this is going to expand. I'm in the grid mode in Zoom. There's just too many of you. I keep making it bigger. I don't think my screen's big enough for this.
There's an option in settings to do like 45, I think.
Really? Yeah. Okay. The only problem is that with Zoom, it'll take me like 50 years to find that setting.
Right.
We'll look. Take a look.
Let's see here. Yeah, so it's in the video settings at the bottom. It says display up to 49 per screen in gallery view.
Really? I find that fascinating. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give it one more minute. So those of you still coming in, so the format will be pretty straightforward. Obviously, we don't have an event for you today. What we wanted to do, as we've sort of talked about on Twitter, is just get together some videos. Many of you have been kind enough to send them in. So the plan is that we're going to lead off with that video. In keeping with the long-term Monktoberfest amateur aesthetic, we haven't quite managed to do video over Zoom so the audio syncs properly. So it's going to be a little off. We hope you'll sort of bear with us. I think you'll enjoy the video nevertheless. Two notes on the video before I play that. One, my video was recorded before I had watched many of the submissions from many of you. So there are a few people in the audience who I don't see any of them yet. Well, I see at least one or two who have submitted some interesting and let's call them provocative videos. So my heartfelt sentiment in my own video, just remember, predated my viewing of any of your videos. The second caveat to the video is that my colleague, James Governor, submitted a video with the explicit request that I not watch it beforehand. Now, we have worked together a long time. I am trusting him in this. I am almost certainly making a terrible, terrible mistake, but that's the plan. So with no further ado, we are 2 minutes in. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to run the video now. So it'll run a little ways, so people want to get up and sort of move about or, get something else to drink, by all means, enjoy. And then, like I said, as soon as we're done with that, we will stay on the line for a quick toast and I will get you back to your day. So with that, here we go.
It's too quiet, Steve.
Too quiet? All right, hang on.
Yeah, I'm having trouble hearing it.
All right, hang on, 2 secs.
Yeah,
I
the
think
audio
when
hasn't
you're-
started yet.
Steve, we all
Yeah,
know
when you share your
that
screen.
we don't want to miss what Meg has to say, Steve. I know
Yeah,
it's
you really do,
probably
actually.
purposeful on your part to
Especially since she's leading
Meg,
off.
Meg on the call, by the way. Meg, I've got your back.
When you're sharing your screen, Steve, you can
Yeah.
use the computer audio and maybe trying that. So you might stop sharing and go back. And that
Okay.
setting should be in Zoom and that might help.
Perfect. Thank you for the help. Like I said, this is exactly why we have smart people on here that can help us with this. All right, let me try this again. So, advanced sharing options. Okay. So share. Let's try this again. You share computer sound. All right, bam. There we go. Optimize screen share for video clip. I'll try that, I guess. All right, let's try this again. Nope.
Say hello to you virtually. I'd much rather all of us be in Portland watching Steve respond in unbecoming fashion to young men playing a sport created by Native Americans. But that said, Monktoberfest 2021 will be great because my ire at my nemesis will be that much stronger. Steve, the man from the land of ice and snow. James, you were supposed to give me a syllabus to ensure that I wouldn't choke on the stout that you encouraged me to drink this year. And Emerson, I still can't fold a fitted sheet. That said, everyone be well, be safe, and I'll see you in 2021.
Hey, Stephen and James, and the RedMonk crew. I'm certainly sorry to miss out on Monktoberfest. It's an incredibly unique venue. As you know, you have talks at Monktoberfest that we don't see anywhere else in tech. And I think you hear speakers over and over again express their gratitude and appreciation to be given the opportunity to present on a topic that's personally meaningful for them, but that doesn't really fit in any other conference. I know for me personally, one of the most important talks I've given in my career, I gave because you asked me to at Monktoberfest in 2017. And that remains the only talk that I've actually asked my friends and family to watch because I feel what I want to do in technology and why I'm here, my own personal purpose. So thank you very much. I'm sorry to miss out on everyone else's talks. I'm sorry to miss out on the hallway track. It's always an incredible crew, incredible, thoughtful crew. Conversations are always terrific, and especially in this year, which has been so difficult for so many in so many different ways. We have so much change happening. I'm sure the conversation would have been incredible, but this is definitely the next best thing. The one thing I am going to miss out on, maybe miss out on most of all, is the trolling, because there are actually some teams that are going to be playing baseball in October. Not every team, but some teams. Let's go, Oakland, and I'll miss you, Monktoberfest. Thanks again, guys.
This is good.
Hello, RedMonk. Hello, Monktoberfest. Well, sorry we can't be there. I'm going to miss seeing friends, old and new. I'm going to miss those cool, crisp Portland evenings.
I'm going to miss leaving my Monktoberfest glass behind on a table at a fine establishment like the Novare Ray Beer Cafe. I'm going to miss eating lobster every day. I'm going to miss the awesome and enlightening speakers that always taught me something. I'm going to miss the library Wi-Fi, which always allowed me to go off the grid and avoid email and Slack. Thanks, y'all.
Hello, friends from a fire escape in Brooklyn. Monktoberfest has become kind of like an extended family reunion. You go every year. Some of the people are the same. There are always some new people. You know some people you're going to see again next year, and some people you probably won't. Except there's no one you're trying to avoid, because I miss you all and look forward to seeing you next year.
Hey friends, it's Brad Topol here. And as I think about Monktoberfest and all the great things I miss about it, not being able to be there physically, I'd have to say the great speakers, the fantastic food. I used to grab those lobster rolls 2 or 3 at a time when people weren't looking. The great sours that we would have with the lunch, the great craft beers. It's a really special time when you get to go to Monktoberfest. It's a very small crowd, meeting all the wonderful people, all the wonderful stories, all the very well-selected speaker topics. It's really sad not to be able to go this year, but I'm really looking forward to getting back to it next year and seeing everyone in person. And just an absolutely fabulous event.
Hi everyone, this is Farah from Portland, Oregon. I just wanted to share my thoughts about why I'm going to miss Monktoberfest, and it's all about the people. When creating these new relationships at Monktoberfest, whether it was long conversations or maybe it was just a conversation in passing, I had no idea how those conversations and those relationships would then help to carry me through what we're all facing in 2020. I'm consistently subject to my own thoughts and the white walls that surround me, and having support in new places and new companies, and having to have conversations that I just hadn't had before. It just really has carried me through in these really tough times. And I cannot wait to see you all in 20 and 21 and to be able to taste some new beers and ciders with you. And, you know, really just congratulate us all for making it through 2020. See you then.
So obviously the best part of Monktoberfest is all the people, but as a resident of real Portland, trademark, my especial favorite part is getting to share all my favorite places in my hometown with all of you. I miss you all, even you, Steve, and I will see you all back here at Novare in 2021.
There are those that say that the RedMonk conferences are among the best tech conferences in the industry. And I've been to the conferences. I've been to Monktoberfest in Portland. I've been to the conference in London, and it's just not true. Monktoberfest is the best conference, bar none. It's about community. It's about content. It's about finding your tribe. Nobody makes a more inclusive or more interesting conference than the people at RedMonk. So to Steve, to James, to everyone who's ever participated, congratulations and cheers to making an awesome industry event. Cheers. My name is Zach Erlacher, and I endorse this conference.
Hello, fellow members of the family that is Monktoberfest. Identifying what I'll miss is the easy part. It's all of you. From our initial huddles at Honeypaw, to a cruise, to an evening of Novare Res, to amazing talks, a unique meal, and even more. What is common is the people. Truly a family. Over the 10 years that has been Monktoberfest, I think about names like Jane, Alex, and Eleanor. With an exception, they aren't attendees, but reinforced to me the close-like family that is Monktoberfest. Those are just some of the children that have entered some of our lives during our journey. I long to hear those updates, share photos, and share struggles that is parenting. And then, of course, there are the talks, beverages, and career changes. I've long joked that I've been the token enterprise guy at Monktoberfest. Many of the relationships, many of the talks have directly helped me professionally as well as personally, and I treasure each one of them and each one of you. So a toast. May we be blessed with healthy new additions, and may there be no loss. Until we meet again, I wish each of you joy, peace, and comfort. Be well.
The thing I'm going to miss most about Monktoberfest is all of the conversations that broaden my mind, broaden my horizons, and help me learn. I'm going to really miss that this year.
I remember when Steve first proposed a beer conference for techies. I was an enthusiastic early adopter. And I'm glad that Monktoberfest was created to live up to that crazy ass idea. I miss the people. I miss hanging out with smart folks and talking about great stuff in the hallways. And I'm looking forward to getting together with a group again when that's possible.
So one of my favorite parts of every Monktoberfest is the welcome cruise that we host the night before the conference. It kind of just serves as this little microcosm of all of the awesomeness that is to come. You get to spend some time out on the water enjoying the beauty of Maine in the autumn. There's a small preview of all the food and drink goodness that's about to come. But most importantly, there's just this amazing crowd of intelligent, friendly people that I have somehow arranged to hold captive on a boat for a couple of hours that I get to talk to, which is maybe slightly nefarious sounding, but absolutely the truth that it's just such a fun group to engage with. And the collective brain power that descends on Portland, Maine every October just will never cease to amaze me. The attendees are really what makes the event.
I could tell you I'm going to miss the scramble to make the opening night cruise around Casco Bay. I could tell you I'm going to miss the late night festivities at Novare Res. I could even tell you I'm going to miss the lobster rolls made with fresh lobsters caught by the caterer's husband. Or watching jaws drop when Hetty Topper is rolled in for lunch. Or Ryan's lyrical descriptions of beer near and far. Or the talks by amazingly smart and entertaining speakers that leave me thinking long after I return home. The thing I'll miss most, though, the humans, the friendships I've made over the past decade that wouldn't have been possible if not for Monktoberfest. But like childhood friends who can just pick up after years of absence without missing a beat, that's the community I know Monktoberfest to be. And when this is all over, I look forward to gathering once again at Honey Paw to catch up with old friends and welcome new friends to the mix. And the beer. I almost forgot. I also look forward to the beer. So with that, a toast to the team at RedMonk. I've already made my reservation at the Hampton Inn for 2021.
That's amazing.
Look, I was sitting here trying to think of something fancy to say and something great about Monktoberfest, and aside from the fact that I'm going to miss the hell out of everybody, I'm going to miss the inspiration, I'm going to miss, the talks, the enthusiasm, the renewal and recharge of my soul that I get year after year by attending this. So I just want to say cheers, and I'm going to miss you.
Happy 10th birthday, Monktoberfest. Here's to the best joke Steve's ever told. Don't tell him I raided the cellar.
Hello to all at Monktoberfest. I hope everybody is enjoying their day, having a great time, no matter who we're surrounded with or what we're surrounded with. I today raise a glass. I'm drinking Grateful Grain. Couldn't be more poignant. Grateful to be a part of the RedMonk, the Monktoberfest experience, all that work tirelessly hard to make an unbelievable happiness, great memories, things that bring all of us together, technology, compassion, the love for craft, the love for driving forward and pushing the envelope. This beer is called Fortitude. The fortitude to push things forward to the next level, to really go to the next level and really give the best experience that everybody can have, and also the highest level of quality within everything that we do. So I can't thank you all enough. I hope everybody has an amazing, amazing day, evening, sharing one common creativeness and sharing the experience to all. So I love you all. I hope everybody's enjoying, and cheers to Monktoberfest and the RedMonk team. Cheers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are when you see this. I am coming to you, from, a virtual environment, as you can probably tell. The background behind me is one of my happy places. It is the barrel room at the Allagash Brewing facility right here in Portland, Maine. And I'm coming to you virtually because obviously there is no Monktoberfest this year. It was a difficult decision, for all of us, but it became essentially evident that we couldn't hold an event in a way that was non-discriminatory. We can't hold an event just for people who, can afford to get sick. That's not what the event is about. The event is about bringing people together. So it was a difficult decision in terms of the emotional impact it had on all of us, but it was, at the same time, an easy decision, because we need to keep people safe. And while we can't sort of get together this year, it has been really so rewarding, and it's just made all of us so happy to see the videos that all of you have sent in to talk about what the event has meant to you, how much you've enjoyed it, what you'll miss, and what you're looking forward to, when we're all able to get back together in person. It means a lot. Obviously, a conference is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of effort goes into it. It's a heavy lift. And I say this every year, it's worth it because of the people who attend and what they make the event. Because as much as we can put together, something, essentially a set of talks, as much as we can find, facilities to gather at, right? The event at the end of the day is about who attends the event and what they bring to it. And frankly, what they bring to each other. So, like I said, it has been so rewarding, to see all the videos that people have sent in. It is certainly not erased the pain of not being able to hold the event, but it's certainly taken some of this thing out. So we look forward to being able to hold the event, hopefully next year. Hopefully things are in a place where people can travel, and whenever it is, we can't wait to see you all. We can't wait to be with you in person, and we can't wait to raise a glass with you to say thank you for making the event what it is, and thank you for being part of our extended family. From all of us at RedMonk, from the bottom of our hearts, we miss you, and we'll see you soon.
Congratulations, Steve. We're 10 years in, and you've made a difference to a lot of people's lives. That's something you should take huge credit for. I know that you're someone that doesn't like to take credit, but in this case, it's well-deserved. Thank you, brother, for everything you do. You've created an event which pulls off an amazing trick. It manages to be both inclusive and exclusive. It's small, it's friendly, it's warm, it's welcoming. It's everything that I would like RedMonk to be, and it's everything I'd like our community to be. And so again, Monktoberfest really is something pretty special. Monktoberfest is about Portland. It's about the places, it's about the people, it's about leaf peeping, it's about the bars, it's about the restaurants, it's about the cuisine. It's just about a change of scene. It's laid back. It's got something different that we really don't get as a community kind of anywhere else. If you're on the West Coast, if you're on the East Coast in terms of the big cities, it just doesn't have that same feel. Being there at Portland Library, being part of something really quite different is unique, and it's one of the things I think that just makes Monktoberfest so special. Monktoberfest is about great, unique talks that frankly, you really and truly don't see anywhere else. It's a conference about making meaning, and in these troubled times, making meaning becomes ever more important. To me, I've been on a journey at Monktoberfest every year and every time I've gone there, and I think we can say that's true of everyone in the community. And so this idea that we have to have a conference when we have a conversation that isn't the norm, I think is important, because very often in this industry, which calls itself disruptive, we don't challenge the status quo. At Monktoberfest, we do. It's about empathy, it's about inclusion, and it's about meaning. And it's about meaning because it's about people. People are what's most important. Caring for others, coming together, meeting each other and seeing each other year after year. Yeah, sure, there are some new faces. It's super great to welcome them, but seeing those same faces year in and year out has made a big difference to me personally. I miss you all. Can't wait to see you again. It's a tough year. I'm thinking of you. Thanks, Monktoberfest, for bringing us all together. Safe space is an overused word, but Monktoberfest truly is one. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so amazing. So many people that have come along to that conference and they're like, oh, I just didn't expect it to be so welcoming. It might be people that are a little bit younger. It might be people from underrepresented groups, but everyone's made welcome. And it makes me proud. And I love that because it truly is a safe space. And that's a pretty magic thing. Monktoberfest rocks. Sometimes people give me some credit for Monktoberfest. They say, thanks, James. I'm like, well, really, don't give me any credit because I had nothing to do with it. It's truly an event where I just show up and everything has happened. And it's like magic. Now, magic takes a lot of hard work. So Steve's there, but Rachel's been doing a lot of heavy lifting over the last few years. Thank you, Rachel. Julianne on the commercial side. Marsha makes sure that just everything runs in terms of payments and everything else that you need in making an event happen. So it's a team effort. Ryan, how could we do Monktoberfest without you? It really is a team effort. And I want to thank you all. Monktoberfest is great. I've enjoyed every year. I only missed it once with a pretty good excuse. The birth of my son. I don't plan to miss any more. So here's to Monktoberfest. Here's to the next 10 years. Slancher. That's really good IPA.
Okay. There we go.
Times. Well, that wasn't actually quite as brutal as I expected. You started off kind of rough. I thought that was going to go poorly.
I mean, to be honest, Steve, anytime I say that you did good work, it just gets really troublesome. So
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do any of the work. I show up.
I know
stuff
you
happens.
didn't like
It's
it at the
great.
beginning. I could see you freaking out. So
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. That started off really rough. So
That was excellent, everyone. Amazing.
yeah, well, I mean, honestly, right up until I started getting Meg's video, let's see, Brian's video, all the videos came in. I was like, oh, this is so sweet. I love this. This is great. And then the trolling started, and I was like, man, do I have to go and re-record my video?
Hang on.
And I was like, I don't think I have time to. So yeah, no, some of your videos were outstanding. Some of them were much less outstanding. Let's put it that way.
Stephen, may I make a confession? So yeah. I recorded that before checking the actual postseason schedule, and realized that if we actually lost our first two games, we actually would not be playing baseball in October. And it was the top of the ninth yesterday, and we were trying as hard as possible to not play baseball in October. And I'm like, Steven, this is Steven's curse. Steven is going to kick my team out of the postseason because I taunted the baseball gods.
I'm just saying, man. You get what you get what you earn.
I'm glad I didn't do the baseball taunt because the Red Sox beat my Braves 2 games out of 3 to finish the season.
Yeah, thanks a lot, dude. Yeah, you know what that meant? Yeah, we dropped from like, what was it, 3 until 4 or 5. You lost us like $1 million in draft pool money. Thanks, dude.
Not our fault.
No, it is your fault. That's your team. You're directly responsible. You did that to me personally. Anyhow, we're running out of time. I told you I keep it to a half hour, so just wanted to say cheers to everybody. Whether you have coffee, water, or beers, whatever. Yes. We are drinking in this house a very fine 2011 Allagash Ghouls Chip, which is a nice pumpkin sour. They release every year on Halloween. So cheers to all of you. Thank you for coming today. Sorry we can't be with you, and we will hope to see you all soon.
Hey, Steve, any chance you could play Maney's little montage to finish up?
I'm going to leave that as a link because
okay.
We legit have a call coming up. But to James's point, follow the Monktoberfest Twitter account. I assume he's on here. Yep, there he is in the corner. Mr. Maney, who probably all of you know. If you don't, one of the OG Monktoberfest attendees. He really undersold it. So I got this direct message last night. He was like, hey, James asked me to put together this little slideshow. I think it's okay or whatever. Okay, I'm biased. Like, one, because I know Mike, and two, because obviously I have something to do with Monktoberfest being held, but it is incredible. So here's the deal. As soon as we close up here, go check out the Monktoberfest Twitter account. We'll have a link. I suggest you all watch it. If you like the event, if you like really anything about the event, whether it's the people, the place, the town, I promise you will enjoy it. It's a remarkable piece of work, and just showcases Mr. Maney's. Well, as I told him at one point, I have I got the Pixel camera a while ago, right? And every so often I'll take a picture of my daughter, and people will be like, "Oh, hey, that's a really good picture." And I'm like, legit, I had nothing to do with it. Like the camera just does the bokeh or whatever. I don't care what equipment you give this guy. Like his eye, his photographer's eye is literally unparalleled. So we have the benefit of somebody who A, likes the event, and B, is probably the best photographer that I've known personally, and took the time to put together something that I think all of you enjoy. So like I said, that's on the Twitter account. Trying to think any other last wrap up details. Any of the other monks, anything I'm forgetting before we wrap?
I will just reiterate my warning in the chat that you don't want to watch Mike's video unless you have space to just tear up a little bit. It's like a dusty room type of experience.
Yeah, it was
so good.
It was really dusty. That was yeah, that was yeah, and I was watching it last night. I was like, I'm not crying, you're crying. Anyway, it is incredible. We'll post a link momentarily. And like I said, I promise I'll get you all out in a half hour. And I wanted to do that because I respect it's midday. And thank you all for taking the time to be with us. It means a lot. Obviously, you come to the event. It means a lot that you take time out of your day to just toast the event that we can't have. So thank you all. And we will look forward to seeing you all soon. Cheers.
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 Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you
Bye,
soon.
everyone.
Cheers. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Nicely done, brother.